Hello, Wasatch fourth graders. Hey, today we are going to finish our self-portrait with emotion in abstract style. Hey, so this is where we stopped. These are where we stopped last week. I decided to draw exactly the same picture as last week so that you will not get confused. But I hope yours will be different from mine, not exact copy as mine. Okay, all right. Okay, so let's talk about hair. Okay, because this is portrait, we are going to draw our own hair. If you have long straight hair, that's what you're gonna draw. If you have a short curly hair, that's what you're gonna draw. Okay, so I'm just gonna do an example. I'm going to give this person short curly hair. Okay, all right. Now I'm going to this person straight and short hair. Okay, and I'm going to give this person long hair like that. Okay, so go ahead and add your own hair with the sketching chalk that you used last time, the same sketching chalk. All right. Okay, well, let's talk about clothes. Okay, nobody's wearing anything at this point. That's a problem. So we do have to draw a clothesline. You can just draw a simple t-shirt line. Okay, I don't care if it's a round neck or v-neck. Okay, just draw a clothesline, and that's all you have to do. And I'm going to forbid you from putting like logos like BYU or Nike logos, or complicated patterns like polka dots or flowers or the lines, those designs, because we want the viewer's attention go straight to your face, not to your clothing design. Okay, so these are good enough, but maybe this is probably the most you can add. The simple color or buttons, and that's it. Okay, or just the line. Okay, and other things like for girls, you may add simple hair accessories if you want. You can put pins or bows. I'm going to put some bows right here. Okay, you can do that if you want to. But boys, don't put ribbons on your hair. Okay, it's only for girls. Okay, and so to make it fair though, boys, if you really want to add something, if you're dying to add something, you can add some ties. I'm going to allow you to do that, just to be fair. All right, and other things, that's pretty much all you can add. Don't do hats, okay? Don't do like scarf or any other decorations, okay? But let's talk about glasses. You may add glasses, but glasses are really hard to add to this, so you don't have to. But if you think, but Mrs. Lee, I'm always wearing glasses, and if I don't put glasses on my drawing, it wouldn't even look like me. So if that's the case, go ahead, add some glasses, but to add the glasses on this earthquake composition, it's really tricky because you do have to break the glasses right into half at the crack point. Okay, so do your best, but if you don't want to bother with it, forget it. Okay, all right, next. Okay, let's talk about hands. Sometimes to express our emotions, we often use hands expression. For example, if you're happy, you might go, yay, like this. Okay? Or if you're mad, your hands might show up as like this or this way, doesn't matter. Okay? If you're sad, you might be wiping your tears like this. Okay, so if you want to, this is again up to you. You don't have to, but if you like to, you can add some hands. I'm going to draw an example of drawing hands right here. Like that, if you want to. Okay. Now, I purposely didn't do a realistic hands for you here because this is abstract. If you're worried about how to draw hands, don't add hands. Or if you just draw it like this, that's totally fine. That's good enough for today. Okay? Oh, by the way, this Picasso's drawing shows hands. See the hands that's gripping handkerchief? Okay? Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead and take care of that. And we're going to talk about backgrounds. Okay. There are 3 ways to do the backgrounds. Okay. First, okay, if you, you know what? Let me go back to the hair just a little bit. I talked about your own hair, but there's one exception, which is the mad hair. I'm going to allow you to exaggerate this mad hair. If you're so mad, your hair might just explode like this. Okay? You can do that, only for the mad hair. Okay? All right. Okay, now let's talk about background. Okay. Case number 1, if you don't have much space left on your paper, like this example, okay, all you have to do is just use one color to color the entire background because there's not much. Okay, so that's one choice. Now, the second choice is if you have a little bit more space, okay, you can divide. Let's call it division. Okay. Divide the background space into 2. Number is 2. Don't divide it up into 3, 4, 5, 6. You're going to end up with background that looks like grandma's quilt. Okay, so don't do that. For example, I can just draw one line here, okay, with a sketching chalk. Okay, and then you can divide the background into 2 spaces. One color here and the other color here. Okay? Or this line can be even diagonal. One color here, the other color here. Okay, so that's another choice. Okay, the third choice, we're going to call it room. Okay, it has to be a simple room. That's what Picasso did right here in this his artwork. Okay, so you can maybe call this a wallpaper up here and down here. Okay, well, you don't have to make it double. Okay, and I'm going to allow you to either draw a small window or a door. Okay, like that. You don't have to do both. I'm just going to add a window here. Now, to do this, you have to have enough space to add some room stuff, like windows and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to add word simple room. Don't start putting on the curtains and tables and flowers and TV on. If you're gonna do the room version, you gotta keep it really simple. All right. Okay. Now, let's talk about colors. Okay. Oh, By the way, teachers, I'm sure you've been doing this, but you need to pause this video quite often to try to have your students finish this. Okay. All right, now let's talk about colors. Okay, today the color choices cannot be realistic colors. Means your own color, okay, your own skin color, eye color, the hair color. Okay, you cannot do that. You got to purposely change it. And the way you change it is depends on the emotion. Okay, so let's take a look at your tag, okay, and think of happy colors, mad colors, and sad colors. Okay, and I just scribbled the examples of colors. Okay, here are happy color examples. You can use a lot of these colors. Now, that does not mean that you cannot use black or brown or gray or any other colors. Okay, you can use any color pretty much, but make sure you use a lot of these happy colors. For example, if you color him all happy, and then if you start putting a pitch black background, that's not going to work for happy drawing. Does that make sense? Okay, so here are, upside down, mad color examples. Okay, now you can still use pink and, any other happy colors, but just keep it minimum. Okay, so here are sad color examples. All right. Now be careful with the background color too, not just your self-portrait parts. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to move this a bit. Okay. Today, you're finally getting rid of the color chalk. The sketching chalk. So give that back to your teacher so that she can give me those back later. Okay, and for coloring, you're using oil pastels. Okay, now this is my old box. I have some old ones, and I just opened the brand new ones. Okay, so these are brand new. So some people will end up with brand new set, and some people end up with old set. I hope you will share the new ones nicely. Okay, don't fight over it. It's not yours, it's Mrs. Lee's. Okay, so don't just grab this and mine, okay? All right. Hey, and I'm going to talk about this oil pastels a little bit. Okay, now as you already know, you cannot erase this with eraser. Okay, so plan ahead. Okay, so that you don't have to make a drastic mistakes. If you did a little bit mistakes, just let it go. It doesn't matter. This is just art with Mrs. Lee. We don't even have an art show. Okay, so and if you use a lot of the same color, and if you have to peel the paper a little bit, go ahead and you can peel it, but please don't take off the entire wrapping paper, especially if it's a black stick. Okay, and they work just like crayons. Okay, but they're much funner and much brighter and easier to use. Okay, and I said you cannot really erase this, but some kids really try hard to erase it, and then they go like this. It doesn't work. It's only gonna make your fingertip dirty. And if that doesn't work, I have seen some kids going and with the spit. Please don't do that. Okay, you're gonna end up with a hole on the paper. Okay, you made a mistake. Just live with it. It does not matter. It's okay. Don't worry too much. Okay, so that's how you color. And when you color, I want you to just pretend that I'm coloring. This is my sketching chalk line. Okay, when you color, I want you to purposely go over the sketching line so that you get rid of all the sketching line. Okay? Like that. And please color it filled up. See? You know what I mean. Okay, so see that black part right here? It's pretty filled up. Actually, all these parts are really filled up. Don't just touch up really softly and go really fast and call it done. Just make the color intense and fill it up. So don't color it like that. Okay? That part is not done. You got to really, really fill it up. You see the difference? Okay. All right. And let's talk about the last thing that I need to tell you is the outline. So Picasso's painting is outlined with black. Okay? But you may outline it at the very, very last if you need it. Most of the kids don't need it. Okay? And when you hear the word outline, you always think of black lines, but it does not always have to be black. For example, if you just finish the happy drawing with the happy color, and if you take the black and start outlining everything, that will ruin it. Okay? So in that case, you might want to use dark purple or brown or any other happier color to outline it. But it is a very difficult to decide which color to outline with, or either if you do need outline or not. It almost takes a grown-up's decision to help you out. So ask your teacher, see what she thinks about it. Okay, teachers. Your students don't need to outline most of the time, but the places that you might want to help out is, like, for example, on this, if the colors are so close, if the nose is hardly showing or something on this, okay, then go ahead and help. You can help them outline stuff like that. Okay, so did I cover everything? I think that's it. Okay. One more thing. I forgot to tell you one more thing. I did give this this paper. This is just a scratch paper. Don't start doing the work on the back side. This is for you to put on the table, and so that you will not end up coloring your table. This is just a table protection. So, and use this scratch paper to keep everything clean. Okay. All right, so that's all I have to say. And good luck. And I will come back for the next project in the style of Pablo Picasso again. Okay, next week. All right, thank you. Bye.